presently working as a Dean of School of Business Management at Noida International University. Dr. S.K. Verma sir is also heading Institution Innovation Counseling NIU as President and CEO for Center of Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship Development. Noida International University also engaged in establishing a startup ecosystem in the campus as per Startup Policy 2019 Government of India.
Good evening, everybody. It's a great honor that I have been given a chance by your Honorable Director, Dr. Ruchika Gupta, to share with you some of the development that is happening in the entrepreneurial and innovation environment of our country. And I am here in fact to deliver you and also discuss with you some technicalities which are involved in the preparation of and in the very constitution and formation of a startup. Before I go on, just discussing about what the topic is all about, let me just find out how many of you understand the word startup. What is a startup and how it is different from the normal company in fact?
Working on has certain number of experience, but a startup is a newly fresh venture which has been started by only 2 or 3 persons, and it did not have a wide scope in the market yet. This is the basic difference between a
Now, let me just also discuss and share with you the conditionality that the government has fixed for any company to be called as a startup. The maximum investment capital equity investment should not exceed 25 crore in the very beginning, and that the company the organization or the startup must be into the disruptive business or the business which do not have any past precedences. And apart from that, it generally what we understand and what our policy maker has tried to inculcate is that and educate about is that generally we believe that startup should be a student one or young people who should be educated, motivated to start self enterprising activities. Definitely business is an enterprising activity, whether it is just through portal, there is a portal there, and if you have business idea, innovative business idea, you have to just put down all the brief of what your idea is there, and also this process and details of the promoters there, the residential address, PAN card, and they need to first have the PAN card of the startup also, as well as the PAN card of the promoter, and all these details are once fed on the computer. You register for that, then you are given a number, in fact a startup number is and approval is granted by the concerned ministry department of after your idea. If their business in the family may get tempted to start a business, and they will start their business in fact initially with that business which is already in the market, that product or service is already in the market by slight modification in the composition of product or services, etc. So, that is the traditional business, but they are also a startup, because if suppose you are manufacturing a toothbrush, toothpaste, already so many products are brands are in the market, you are a newer one, but there has to be, in order to survive in the market, you need to have some peculiarity or innovation in the product, only then you will be taken seriously in the market. So, what I mean to say is that whatever business you do, either through a startup or through any other form of business, as it is discussed over here, you see even a sole proprietorship can be a startup. Because any individual can start a business on a smaller scale level, and that can be a startup that can be registered under the Startup India, through that process they can get. By registering under Startup India policy, you see the startup is given various benefits, for example tax exemption, second corporate tax relaxation, iske alawa gestation in tax payment, then they are also given what I should say 24 same provisions more or less have been given for the starting up of a startup. Means that very simple provisions are there. Anybody, anytime, if innovative idea is there, innovative product is there, or wants to come out to the market with a disruption in the existing product, you need not to be totally innovative. You could also bring about modification, disruption in the product or service which is already in the market. That will become innovative, isn't it? Suppose a particular toothpaste is going on, isn't it? some flavor, some taste, some unique features. If you add to it and go in for the patenting for price year wise. IIC is what? Institution Innovation Council. It is basically implementing, it is creating a calendar of activities for the whole year in advance and enjoying open and stipulating every institution to conduct those activities for the students, so that they could be sensitized, motivated and driven to come to the point of taking a decision that I should have to, I want to start a business and all this. Getting my point? Have you got any question, any curiosity? हाँ, फिर आगे हम बढ़ेंगे. We will proceed. The startup should not have been formed by splitting the existing company. ऐसा भी होता है कि एक कंपनी है, there are 10 promoters. If the promoters में आपस में differences हो गए, उसने divide कर दिया उसको, आपस में बांट लिया. That could not be termed up as a startup one. Okay. And whenever we talk about a startup, we talk about something disruption. In the major provision of the startup policy in the educational institution purpose is to just build what I should say an startup ecosystem in the institution, educate the student, motivate the student to also think about this as an alternate to the jobs. So focus of the government is to encourage a student to be ready mentally for just a job, becoming job creator rather than a job taker. Now, so far as startup is concerned, it is already laid down here. Any business, it's generally assumed to be a small business.
Play. Our event aims to provide valuable insights into these important areas to help guide inspiring entrepreneurs towards success. I here welcome Dr. Ruchika Gupta ma'am, Dean of School of Journalism.
Is tired, not interested in listening. I will not drag it for long. I don't know how many of you were interested in starting up, but after getting a lot of information, probably in couple of years, I'll be leaving job and starting up something new.
Yeah, I will be joining with you.
Definitely. So whether you want, whether the young blood is ready or not, I am ready. At least 3 of us are ready.
I am a promoter, co-promoter of 2 startup company in association with 2 students of Galgodia Engineering.
Wow.
एक इंजीनियरिंग प्रोडक्ट है, उसके साथ बैंगलोर में वो एसोसिएट इंजीनियर है और एक MBA का स्टूडेंट है, उसके साथ दोनों कंपनी चल रही है. टैक्स भरता हूँ.
Great. And the reason for me for going into startup was 3 years not paying income taxes. Generally we pay a lot of income taxes. But then, Bacha, as of now, you may feel this is something very boring or why should we know? Believe me, after a while, you'll feel having your own business is much better than working for somebody else. And I really want each of you to think a little out of box. There are a lot of, I'm not saying you start a production unit immediately, but there are a lot of issues, there are a lot of problems. Think around, you will find that problems need solution. And a startup is that solution. मेरी छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है कि मुझे अभी यहाँ पर ताज़ा सा खाना चाहिए, गरम. किसी ने सोचा तो उसने स्विगी बना दिया.